At first, I didn't think much of it. My ex was worried because our daughter wasn't talking at 3 years old. But I brushed it off. I kept telling myself, every kid's different. Our first daughter talked early, so I figured the second one just needed more time. But then the daycare teacher said it. She's still not speaking. And then her pre-K teacher said the same thing. Even the speech therapist started showing concerns. That's when it finally hit me. I spiraled. Was it something we fed her? Was it genetics? Did I miss something when she was younger? I was in denial for a long time. I didn't know what to do next. But once I started paying closer attention, that's when I really saw it. She wasn't just quiet. She wasn't speaking to anyone, not her teachers, not the other kids, and yet she listened. She understood us. When I told her to grab her shoes or come here, she did it right away. That's what made it so confusing. I kept thinking, she hears us, she gets us, so why isn't she saying anything back? I tried to stay calm. I told myself, she'll grow out of it, it's just a phase. But then came the moments that broke me. Watching her try to speak, but not having the words, using her hands, her face, her whole little body to try and tell me something. And when I didn't get it right, she'll cry. I remember her looking at me with frustration in her eyes, like, why don't you understand me? That really hurt me more than anything. We enrolled her in speech therapy through her pre-K program. And after over a year and a half, she still barely said anything to her speech therapy. The updates kept coming in. She's not reaching her speech goals. She still won't participate in certain activities. Every time I heard those words, it felt like a punch to the gut. I started thinking, did I do something wrong? Was it something I missed, something I caused? And that's when I finally stopped brushing it off. I knew I had to do something. Once I accepted it, I went into problem-solving mode. I started watching every educational I could find on YouTube. I bought a stack of books on early child development. I just didn't read them for myself. I read with her every single night. No matter how tired I was as a single dad, I made time. I even encouraged her older sister to talk to her more slowly, clearly, because she loved her big sister so much. I thought maybe that would have helped her open up more. I also went back to her school and asked her teachers and her speech therapist, please, just give me everything I can do at home, anything I can try. But it was still hard. There were nights where I felt completely defeated. She was trying. I knew she was trying, but nothing seemed to be working. Sometimes I pushed too hard thinking I was helping and she would just walk away to play on her own. I didn't want her to feel pressured, but I was desperate. I wanted to help and I didn't know how. And if you're going through something like this too, just know you're not alone. I'm sharing all this because I wish I had video like this back then. So if this is helpful so far, feel free to like the video and subscribe if you want more real stories from a single dad just trying to figure out day by day. So all right, let me tell you what finally changed everything. Now she's 5 and she's not the same quiet kid anymore. She's goofy, she's fun. She interacts with me and her big sister all the time. Sure, she's still super shy at school, but at home, she actually tries to use her words. And recently, something just clicked. I bought her a bunch of kindergarten books and I started reading with her. One night, while we were reading together, I noticed something. She was skipping the last letter sound in every word. So instead of dot, she said do. She was missing that T. Instead of bag, she said ba. Instead of and, she said N, A-N. It was like a eureka moment. I realized she knew the words, she just wasn't finishing them. So we practiced. I reminded her to say the last word over and over, and honestly, it was frustrating at first. I kept thinking, why is this so hard for her? But the next day, she read the word out loud clearly. It was amazing. She said the whole word from beginning to end. I just remember yelling out, yes, good job. She got all shy and giggly when I yelled out, and I was just so proud of her. In that moment, I knew there's nothing wrong with her. There's no delay, no disorder. She just needed the right kind of practice. And now she's talking more every single day. It was like a switch flipped. Within days, she started communicating more than ever. She finally felt confident in her words. She likes to bug me all the time now. She asks me about my favorite color. She tells me about her favorite shows like Bluey and Peppa Pig. She even asks deep stuff like, why is the sky blue? And I'm just sitting there like, okay, slow down. I even catch her reading her own books every now and then. The same books we struggled with months ago. It's wild. And now I have zero worries. That constant pressure in my chest, that guilt, that fear is gone. She's going to kindergarten soon, and I know she's going to crush it. One of my biggest fear was that she wouldn't thrive because she can't speak. But now I love hearing her voice. During mealtime, we practice gratitude. She can speak on her own now. It's just amazing. I'm just so proud of her. I get it. Every kid is different. But if you're a single dad worried about your child's speech, I ask you this. Are you trying everything you can to figure out the root of the issue? I thought I was. I really did. I was teaching her, reading to her, being involved, but that one tiny detail, that last letter sound, completely slipped past me. I don't know what happened. And once I spotted it, everything changed. So my advice, spend real quiet time with your kid. Read together. Listen to them read back. Are they skipping a sound, mispronouncing something? Look and listen closely. Get books that match their level. Skip the advanced stuff for now. Let them build confidence first. And when they do try, praise them like crazy. Make it fun. But most of all, show up. As single dad, it's on us. That time I spent teaching her, it made our bond stronger. I learned patience. I stayed consistent. And now she is thriving. If your child isn't speaking yet, I know how heavy that feels. You start questioning yourself, wondering what you did wrong. But I want you to know something. You're not failing. You're trying. You're learning. All the best on teaching your kid to speak. Just be patient. Spend time with them, even like 5 minutes a day makes a huge difference. Read together. Talk about what you see. Celebrate every single small win. And whenever you can, record your sessions. Not for perfection, but to witness their progress. One day you look back and realize they've come so far, and it's because you didn't quit. This journey made me a better dad. It taught me patience, connection, and how to lead with love. And if this helped one person today, I am very grateful. I recommend watching this next video here. It'll help you build stronger routines and deeper connection and give you even more confidence on this fatherhood journey. See you there.